Active shooter situations are unpredictable and evolve very quickly. Individuals must be prepared both mentally and physically to deal with and survive an active shooter attack. It will be unlike any situation you have ever experienced. You must be prepared to maximize your chances of survival. An active shooter is an individual actively engaged in killing or attempting to kill people in a confined and populated area. In most cases, there is no pattern or method to their selection of victims. Typically, the immediate deployment of law enforcement or military is required to stop the shooting and harm to the victims. You have a split second to react to either evacuate or find a place to hide and barricade yourself in with as many people as possible. If you can, evacuate. Have alternate evacuation routes already in your mind other than the normal access points to the building. Pre-plan and have different ways to get out of the building. Have systems already in place to lock doors to slow the active shooter down or from getting into your area of the building or hiding place. If evacuation is not possible, find a place to hide where the active shooter is less likely to find you and barricade yourself and others in and wait for the rescue team. If you're in your office and you hear gunshots in the hallway or close by, stay there and lock the doors. Start barricading yourself inside the room and then get low as possible and remain quiet. If you receive information that an active shooter is in your vicinity, do everything you can to maximize your chance of survival. Barricade and lock yourself in the room with as many people as possible. If evacuation and hiding are not possible, try to remain calm and continue to find a place to hide or evacuate. Don't give up. To best prepare your staff for an active shooter situation, you must prepare and create an emergency action plan and conduct training exercises that will prepare your team effectively to respond and help minimize the loss of life. Your emergency action plan should have input from several stakeholders, including your senior management, HR department, engineering, training department, owners, and most importantly, local police and military and emergency responders. You must remember, active shooter situations are very dynamic and evolve very quickly. Security personnel must have a well-organized and effective plan to deal with this type of situation. Ensure you have multiple evacuation routes. Have predetermined hard locations to evac guests and employees. Know the difference between cover and concealment. Include your local police and military in your planning and training exercises. As a last resort, and only when your life is in imminent danger, attempt to disrupt or incapacitate the shooter by acting as aggressively as possible against the shooter, by throwing items or improvised weapons. And if you can, attack the shooter as a team. Once you've committed, don't give up. If an active shooter walks in your workplace, it'll be unlike anything you've ever experienced before in your life. You have options, good options, to survive. Having a plan and conducting training on your plan will help you, our guests, and the people we work with to maximize our chances of survival.